Travis Hunter was treated poorly by Alimony, but he really loved her because she was older and she was out of school and he was in high school, but she stayed the entire time. But then, as people started bringing up receipts, we started to see some level of flaw in the behavior of Alimony's past.
When you step inside the courtroom that morning, the air feels heavy, almost electric. The kind of air that makes your chest tighten without you realizing it. Every seat is taken, every head turned in the same direction, toward Travis Hunter. He sits stiff and upright, his back locked against the chair, his jaw clenched so tightly you'd think his teeth might crack. You don't need to be close to hear the grinding, you can see it in the way the muscles in his face move. Across the aisle, his ex-wife's legal team is a picture of calm confidence, but that calm hides the storm they're about to unleash. Then it happens. The lead attorney for his ex-wife stands, adjusts her suit jacket, and delivers a demand that sends a ripple through the room. $14 million, 0 cents in alimony. No starting point, no negotiation range. This isn't an opening offer, it's a direct demand. The number alone instantly becomes the headline of the day. Court reporters, journalists, and bloggers are already tapping furiously at their laptops. But as the details come out, it becomes clear this isn't just about ongoing support. The $14 million, her team claims, is for something they call lifestyle preservation. The phrase makes people shift uncomfortably in their seats. Her lawyers explain that lifestyle preservation means keeping the exact standard of living she enjoyed during the marriage, nothing less. That includes private jet travel, luxury cars, multi-million-dollar homes, and yearly personal retreats to exotic destinations. These aren't wants, her team says, they are necessities. But it's not just the size of the demand that stirs the room, it's the timing. Only a few weeks earlier, rumors about their marriage collapsing had already been swirling online. Whispered claims of cheating, hints of emotional manipulation, social media threads dissecting their public appearances. For Hunter's supporters, this timing isn't a coincidence, it's an ambush. From their point of view, the $14 million isn't a fair settlement, it's a financial attack, designed to exploit his fame, his wealth, and the fact that the public is watching. Hunter leans forward slightly, his eyes locked on the judge. But when his ex-wife's lawyer repeats the phrase uncompromising terms, his shoulders tense and his breathing changes. His own attorney rises to respond. The words come sharp, deliberate, and without hesitation. The demand, he argues, is financially abusive and completely disconnected from reality. The tension thickens. The quiet shuffling of papers stops. And then, the loud crack of the judge's gavel cuts through the air. Low murmurs spread through the gallery. Some spectators exchange wide-eyed glances. Others smirk knowingly, as if they'd been expecting fireworks. But the real show is just beginning. The next moment shifts everything. Hunter's lawyers pull up a massive screen and begin breaking down the $14 million demand line by line. $250,000 per year for personal image upkeep, clothing, grooming, stylists. $400,000 per year for travel, first class or private, nothing less. $1.2 million annually for maintaining multiple properties. And then the big one, a one-time $5 million transition adjustment. The last line makes the room buzz instantly. Even the judge raises an eyebrow and asks for clarification. Her attorney explains that transition adjustment is meant to ensure she can emotionally stabilize and maintain her lifestyle in the immediate years following the split. But to many listening, it sounds like something else entirely, a polite way of saying payday. Hunter's ex-wife takes the stand next. She walks calmly, her expression steady. No tears, no trembling voice. She tells her story, how she supported his career from behind the scenes, gave up her own ambitions, and spent over a decade helping him build their shared wealth. This figure, she says, isn't a weapon, it's recognition for years of sacrifice. You don't walk away from more than 10 years of building a life without ensuring you can live the life you helped create. Hunter never looks up. His gaze stays fixed on the wooden table in front of him, his fingers tapping a slow, steady rhythm against its surface. The crowd is split. Some nod in agreement, convinced she's speaking her truth. Others shake their heads, believing the number is outrageous. When Hunter's financial advisor takes the stand, the mood sharpens again. Speaking in a calm, measured voice, he explains that under the proposed arrangement, paying $14 million over the specified terms would drain nearly 30% of Hunter's liquid assets in just 5 years. It's not just the raw amount, he says, it's the compounding effect, taxes, ongoing business obligations, the loss of investment income. The projected charts flash on the screen, showing Hunter's net worth shrinking year after year under these terms. This isn't sustainable, the advisor says firmly, his voice echoing in the quiet courtroom. Gasps and murmurs ripple through the gallery. Even those who doubted Hunter's position now have to process the numbers staring them in the face. Then, a twist no one saw coming. Hunter's legal team produces text messages allegedly sent by his ex-wife to a friend just weeks before filing for divorce. In them, she reportedly writes, "This will be the biggest payday I can get. I'll finally get what I deserve after years of being quiet." The authenticity of the messages is still unconfirmed, but the very fact they exist shifts the tone in the room. Hunter's face tightens, his shoulders square. For a moment, it looks like he might speak, but his lawyer's hand on his arm signals him to stay silent. The room feels like it's holding its breath. After the break, the focus turns to lifestyle evidence. Photos fill the projector screen. Private villas in the Maldives, champagne-fueled yacht parties, rows of designer handbags in a custom closet. Her legal team's argument is straightforward. This wasn't an occasional indulgence. It was their everyday life, and she has the right to continue it. This isn't greed, her attorney says. It's about continuity. Mr. Hunter's career afforded these luxuries, but the sacrifices in the background, they were hers. Hunter's defense counters with bank records showing $250,000 in unapproved withdrawals from joint accounts just before the divorce filing. To them, this isn't someone seeking stability, it's someone preparing for a cash grab. Hunter's forensic accountant lays out another detailed report, showing exactly how much money has flowed in and out over the past 5 years. Yes, the NFL salary is large, but career length in professional sports is short. Once retirement comes, income drops sharply. A lump sum of $14 million now, he says, could seriously damage Hunter's long-term stability, especially when you factor in taxes, business responsibilities, and charitable commitments. Her side fights back with saved emails and texts from Hunter himself, promises like, "You'll never have to worry about money again." They insist these words were commitments, not just sweet talk. By now, the courtroom battle has spilled over into the public sphere. Clips from the hearings are everywhere. Hashtags like #HunterDivorce and #14millionfight are trending. Some call her demand outrageous. Others say she earned every cent. The case has stopped being a private matter. It's now a fight for public opinion. Then, in a move that surprises everyone, the judge addresses both sides directly. If they don't reach an agreement soon, she warns, the court will require full disclosure of all personal finances, every account, every asset, every transaction. The threat hangs heavy. For Hunter, it's a chance to prove his wealth isn't as endless as people think. For her, it's a risk, because a closer look might reveal details she'd rather keep private. By the time the day ends, nothing has been settled. Outside, reporters swarm both parties, but neither speaks. Cameras flash as they walk past each other without a glance. One thing is obvious: $14 million is no longer just a figure. It's a line in the sand, and neither side is ready to step back. So here we are, no deal, no compromise, and no sign of this battle cooling down. What started as the end of a marriage has turned into a public showdown worth millions, with every private detail being dragged into the light. $14 million is no longer just a number on paper, it's become a symbol. For her, it represents the years she says she gave, the sacrifices she claims she made, and the life she believes she earned. For him, it's a strike at his hard-earned wealth, his reputation, and his future. The courtroom has turned into a stage, the lawyers into lead actors, and the audience, both inside those walls and online, is watching every twist like it's the next episode of a drama series. But in the end, when the lights go off and the cameras stop rolling, someone will walk away feeling victorious, and someone will walk away feeling robbed. The real question is, will this be decided by facts and fairness, or by who can tell the more convincing story? And if it were you sitting in that chair, what price would you be willing to pay to finally walk away?